Hello there pretty people of the internet and welcome back to my channel. My name is Annika and today I am doing my February TBR or to be read. Filming conditions are not ideal, but I was at work the whole time. There was light outside and then I had to go to the gym, so I'm still wearing my gym clothes, but I finally got the kid to sleep, so this is all I gotta work with. I'm sorry. January was a very good reading month for me. I was able to read a lot fairly quickly to sort of get a little bit ahead on my goals for the year, but towards the end of the month I got stuck on a book, which is my first to be read or to be finished for February, and that is The Lies of Locke Lamora. It's just a long book. That's the sole reason why it has taken me such a long time. It is a little over 700 pages. I have less than 100 pages left in the book, so I'm hoping to finish that one tonight, tomorrow, pretty soon. It's a great read. It's a fantasy story, not a lot of magic so far though. The main character, Locke Lamora, is a thief. That's sort of what he does. So he just has money and his mind and his companions and not a lot of magic on his side to help him out. So I don't know, it's been fun. It's very entertaining and it's one of the few real adult fantasy books that I have actually enjoyed and not just said I enjoyed to look cool. Speaking of The Lies of Locke Lamora, the next book I'm hoping to finish this month is the next book in the series, which is Red Seas Under Red Skies. I had not read the title until I held the book up. This is the second book in the series. I think there's a lot more pirating going on. They're not on land anymore, they're on sea, which is why the cover has ships on it. I don't know, I'm excited. I'm not going to jump straight into it because I have a few other books that I want to read before I go back into this long book, but I'm still excited to get to the next one. I think there are 3 books in the series. I think there are rumors that a 4th one is coming. And by rumors, I mean I feel like my husband has mentioned it, but I don't really know. The next book I am hoping to finish this month is Food or War by Julian Cribb. So I'm trying to read a lot more nonfiction this year. I say a lot more, I usually read quite a lot of nonfiction, but I'm trying to read a lot of nonfiction, especially related to things that I am already interested in. So not just autobiographies of like people I like to follow on Instagram anymore, but real topics that are not just law related. Because I read a lot of nonfiction, but I read a lot of law because I'm a law student, so I mean, it makes sense. But I'm hoping to read something that's a little more other interests of my life, if that makes sense. The next book I want to read this month is The Death of Mrs. Westaway by Ruth Ware. This is a book that I am going to read with a friend and one of her co-workers. They started like a little book club and I'm just piggybacking off of that. I have read In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware before and it was not good, but my friend said I had to give her another shot and apparently this one's supposed to be good. It's like a suspense book, but it's not like super scary. I think it's more like in the genre with Gone Girl, The Girl on the Train, Big Little Lies, that kind of suspense, less so than like big Stephen King thriller, if that makes sense. It's also not too long, so hopefully I'll be able to just whiff through that. The second to last book I want to read is Valley of the Dolls by Jacqueline Susan. Look at it. It has pink edges. This is just a modern classic that I am so excited to get in. I wanted to read it for a while. I found it in the bookstore. I picked it up. It's time. I'm ready for the Valley of the Dolls. And the final book I want to read this month is a little bit special, and that is my own novel, or the zero draft of my own novel that I wrote this past fall and finished during NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month, in November. I have given it its 2 months. I have waited and it's time to start revising. I just printed it out and got it spiral bound. Yeah, I wrote a freaking novel, you guys. I've been thinking about doing more like writing and revising videos, because I love watching them, even when people just like figure things out as they go. I love it so much. But my life is kind of a mess right now, so it's a little difficult to film anything. It's also my first time doing this. Like, I'm not a published author, I'm not an author. I wanted to create something, I wanted to write for a really long time, and I finally had the time to do it after I had a kid this summer, which sounds nuts, but that's just the truth. So yeah, this is my first draft, or my zero draft, because I made everything up as I wrote. So revising is going to be fun, because when I started this novel, I had no idea what was going to happen throughout it. So it is new adult fantasy, political intrigue novel. And I'm really excited. I'm really proud, obviously, because I wrote like a 83,000 word draft, and now I get to do things with it. So yeah, this month I'm hoping to just read through it, not necessarily do like real revising, but just read through it start to finish and be like, okay, how do I feel like it is as a reader? Where do I feel like the story is lacking things? Because right now, like, people don't have names, the story doesn't have a name, I've just titled it Project 1. I don't really remember what people look like, things like that. So now I just need to read through it and understand sort of like, oh, I feel like there wasn't enough tension, or that like I don't understand why people are doing certain things. Either way, I'm super excited, as you can tell. I am super excited and super horrified because it is not good, and I know it's not good because I wrote it knowing it wasn't going to be good. So I just hope I can get through reading it the first time with a lot of grace and giving myself, you know, like a little bit of credit. Like I did write it while everything else in my life was going on, and it's just the first draft. No one else is gonna read this. This is just for me. This is just me telling myself the story so that I can come back and make something readable out of it, I guess. Anyways, those are the books that I hope to read in the month of February. It's a little bit ambitious, especially considering that it's a short month and my life is nuts. I have work, I have school, I have an 8-month-old baby, I have to take care of our household, I have a lot of job interviews, I need to start filling out the bar application, I need to start studying for the bar. Everything's just nuts, but this is what I do to enjoy life. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below one book or a few books that you're super excited to read this month, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!